Hi, it's Ramsey Dewey at the JX Fight Club in Shanghai, China, and today we're going to address an issue that came up a lot in that video where we critiqued one of Master Wong's videos, actually about 12 of them, his rear naked choke defense, and some of the flaws there. And a lot of people said, well, what about tucking your chin? Because Master Wong teaches you to tuck your chin, and we noticed that when you did your defense, you did not tuck your chin. Why not? And I'll show you why not. Kevin, come on over here. All right, Kevin, have a seat. So Kevin's done some jiu-jitsu, and if you're right here, tuck your chin, Kevin. Right, a lot of people do this, okay, to try to fight off that choke, but I'm going to show you something. Choke the chin. Now, Kevin, why did you tap out there?
You were crushing my jaw.
Okay. So,
I think so.
Describe that a little more. What was going on there?
Oh, it's just a lot of pressure and pain coming from like these 3 points.
Now, imagine if I kept going, if I kept squeezing. What do you suppose would have happened?
I wouldn't be very happy, I don't know.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you exactly what would have happened. The jaw would have been dislocated and you still would have got choked. Now, some people said, well, that takes a lot of strength. And I'm going to tell you, I'm not really that strong of a guy. I try to be as strong as I can. I mean, I lift and all this stuff, but I'm not an extraordinarily strong guy. I'm going to tell you that takes about as much strength as it does to do the rear naked choke by itself. Here, Nils, come on over here. Here, Nils, put me in the choke right here. And I'm tucking my chin. Now just squeeze, just like you're applying a rear naked choke. Now let's fix this hand on the top, because you can apply a lot more pressure than that. Put it behind. Okay, let me tuck my chin a little. Okay, good.
Oh, that was fast.
Okay. I'm being simultaneously strangled and jaw cranked. You guys see that fight between Conor McGregor and Khabib a while back? Yeah. It's all over the internet. Watch it. How did that fight end? A lot of people were confused. They were like, oh, well, that's not a real choke. He had him on the chin. The chin is indestructible. No, it's not. The chin is a lever. It's the most distal part of the head. That's why we hit it, to turn that head around, whip the head around, and cause a concussion in the brain when we're boxing or kickboxing or MMA fighting. Okay, but this is also a lever that we can use to move the head around. Okay, break the jaw, break the neck, things like that. So, one thing a lot of people don't know is there's actually a lot of different ways to do a rear naked choke. So, some people asked in that video, what was that thing that Jordan was doing with the one arm? So a lot of times we're hand fighting, trying a rear naked choke, and here, grab the hand off the back of your head. So, I was able, here, hold that. And a lot of people think, oh, now I can fight out of this choke. Okay, that's what Jordan did. He grabbed his own head right there and used his own head as a lever to pull, right? So I got to tie this arm up somehow. But here's another thing. Let's say I'm going for that choke, and a lot of people think, oh, he needs 2 arms. He needs 2 arms. Now, Nils, why did you tap out right there?
He was trusting me.
Yeah. So now I'm applying force with the side of my head against his. I'm applying force this way with the arm, and I'm pushing this downward right there. Here's another way to finish the choke. I recognize Khabib was doing that to Conor McGregor until McGregor tucked his chin. Here, tuck the chin right there. And now turns into a neck crank to the side. Okay? What else? Here's another way to finish the choke. Okay? Now instead of going behind his head, I'll go behind my own. And notice in each of these, I'm pressing my head tightly against his. Okay? And if he's wearing a gi, now there's all kinds of other ways to choke him with his own clothes. Now, he's not wearing one right now, so don't worry about that. But in any of these choke attempts, here, tuck your chin. Now let's say, yeah, tuck that chin, and I'm doing the one-arm version. Maybe you have this hand, and he still has to tap. And, I mean, how much pressure was that?
It isn't that much, but it's just uncomfortable very much because it's on this one point here. I mean,
yeah.
This is the part that you don't want to have pressure on.
It's more than enough. I mean, if you've got enough pressure to choke your opponent, you've got enough pressure to dislocate their jaw and to strangle them at the same time. So, here, take my back here. And a lot of people were asking, well, why didn't you tuck the jaw in that demonstration? And well, the number one reason, one, it doesn't work. And 2, we started with the choke already in. And if it's in, look, I can't lower my chin down because we can't phase through solid objects. So, thanks for watching. Get out there and train and find a better solution than tucking your chin.